Yo, 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 welcome in. Raider Nation, welcome back. Fans from LA, the town, Las Vegas, worldwide, Silver and Black Pride. Got another edition of the regular Ragu Show / They Follow for Burners. Hey, we had a special guest today, two of them, I should say. My main man, Dre. Y'all know him. Say what's up to Dre. What up, Dre?
What's going on? Just glad to be on the show, man. Appreciate you for having me.
Welcome in, brother. Thanks for joining us, man. Thanks for pulling up. And then my main man, Tyrell. We wanted to have him last week to preview the Cleveland game, but it didn't work out. But yeah, Tyrell pulling up today to join us. Say what's up to
What
Tyrell.
up? Congratulations on the dub. I told y'all from quarter one after the Browns scored that touchdown, Raiders win.
We was worried though. We was worried.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that Nick Harris phantom hold. Let me just say something real quick. Look.
We
If
usually
that's
don't
a
get
holding
calls
call,
like that.
if that's a holding call, then what they be doing to Miles Garrett is pinning the man down because my goodness.
Man, we usually don't get
Goodness.
them kind of calls, but
Oof.
we'll take it. We
Yeah.
will take it. All right, so this week got the Denver Broncos on the road in Denver. Denver's coming off 2 wins in a row. They are 2-2 now. They started the first two games of the season 0-2, and then they won 2 in a row, beating I guess the Bears. Who did they beat?
Jets.
And who else? Who was the other team?
Buccaneers.
Yeah, that's right. They surprised Tampa. So they beat Tampa, it was a good team.
Mm-hmm.
And then they beat the Jets in kind of an ugly game, weather type game, 10-9. Not
I
only one
watched that game.
touchdown
It was an
scored.
ugly game in general.
It was ugly. All right, so let's dig in. We'll start with the Raiders offensively. No. Let's slow up. I got to talk about all these injuries, man. It's crazy.
Ragu, 16
This is crazy, bro.
to their 4.
I mean, this is insane. So this is Thursday's. Raiders did not participate in practice, which is usually a good indicator of you not playing in the National Football League if you don't practice on Thursday. So Max did not practice. Divine Diablo did not practice. Thayer Mumford did not practice. DeCam Richardson did not practice. Michael Mayer, he's a personal reason, so he could come back anytime. Not sure what's up with him. He might be about to get traded. Something's telling me. Anyway, I didn't get that from anybody. That's just me. Got a hunch. Kanai Muaga. He's a special teams linebacker. Did not practice. Davante Adams did not practice. Dylan Parham did not practice. Tyreek McAllister did not practice. Colton Miller was limited. Okay, so Colton is going to play. Jacorian Bennett full. Trey Taylor limited. Zamir White did not practice. Why?
Jeez.
The groin.
Groin. I see. IPM, full practice after limited practice the day before. Luke Masterson's got a knee, did not practice. Cody Whitehair limited. Broncos, Tyler Batty,
Skinner,
JL Skinner, Josh Reynolds, Tremon Smith. All these dudes practice. Oh no, Batty didn't practice, so he's not gonna play. But it looks like, let me see, man. Max, Diablo, Mumford, Mayer, Adams. Goddamn. Max, Diablo, Mumford, Mayer, Adams, Parham, and it looks like White. Raiders are going to be missing 7 starters potentially Sunday.
Damn.
All right, so that's the story of the storyline of the ball game. All right, Raiders got serious action at missing Max, Diablo, And that's it. And Masterson. Max Diablo and Luke Masterson will not be playing. So that means more time for the guys Snowden and Janarius Robinson and the new guy that we just got Chase on at the DN as well as Tyree Wilson. Diablo not practicing and my guy Luke Masterson not practicing. That means heavy dosages of Eichenberg, man. That's what that means. But hey, what's up, little man? All right, appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, so we gonna see Amari Burney, Amari Gaynor as backups, and we gonna have Eichenberg and Spillane at the backer, man. Okay, all right. So here we go. What the Raiders need to do offensively, man. So I've been watching Denver and
pray. That's all they can do. Pray. Ragu, 55 total points. The Denver Broncos defense has surrendered. The most they surrendered was 26 against Seattle.
Yeah.
Outside of that, 13, 7, 9.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, my bad.
That's a little bit over a touchdown a game scoring average. So what I have to say, again, and you guys did okay against the Browns defense, which is a bad defense overall. I mean, you saw it, the missed tackles and the blown coverages and all that other stuff. Bad defense. Going against the Broncos, you can't play like that. You be lucky to get 100 yards playing like that against this defense.
Yeah, and also, two things is, so defensively, Ragu, I think, the Raiders on defense, they have to contain the run and defend the pass. Don't let any deep throws get behind them.
Offense. This is offense.
Oh, right? Offense, my bad. On offense, I think Minshew has to get the ball out just a tad bit quicker. They got to establish a run game and get the line, and the line needs to block/create run space.
Where they going to run to? Where they going to run?
But that's what I'm saying. Their O-line, as bad as I know they're struggling, bro, but they need to create run space because they can't.
Not against this Denver defense.
I get that.
I've watched this Denver defense. This is the best defense in the league.
This is not a Denver show, bro.
I know it's not a Denver show. Okay. But Ragu, what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to accentuate here is that the Raiders offense is going to have problems all day long. And it's not like, from what I've seen from the Raiders offense, is not good to begin with. So now we're talking about going against a top 2 defense.
Well, see, you're not a Raider person, so you don't know what we're going through on the offensive line. But
similar thing.
Us running for 3 times as many yards as we ran for in the games before that. So the amount of yards we ran for against Cleveland equaled the 3 games before that. So we made some changes to get to that. So that didn't just happen because Cleveland's a bad defense, like you're saying. So what I'm saying is, Denver has a pretty stout defense, and I saw that when they playing against Pittsburgh, but I also saw Pittsburgh get some running in on them as well. Is that not the Raiders offense in the first 3 games, not those guys, but we're talking about this hopefully new run game that we have discovered since we put in JPJ at the left guard and we're gonna start running Madison more because
which y'all need to.
This guy Zamir White is hurt, so he didn't even practice today. So we're looking for Madison and the addition of JPJ on the line. As we look better against Cleveland, we all can agree. That's what we're looking for. So we're not looking for the Raider run game that was anemic the first 3 games. We're looking for the one that ran 455 yards against Cleveland. So jet sweeps, reverses, plus everything else. So, that's what we counting on. And I understand where you're coming from on their defense. It's pretty stout. I call a defense a no-name defense because they got no top draft picks except Surtain.
That's
he's
the
only #1 pick on the defense. So when you get a defense like that, they play with a chip on their shoulder. Believe me, I know cats like that. They kind of resent all of the dudes that went at the position before them in the first round, and their whole career, man, is about showing that, you know, they just as good or better than them dudes that got picked in front of them. So, yeah, I know the defense is stout, but we got to run anyway, Tyrell.
That's true. That's true.
So,
just got to create that space if they can.
Now, they don't have a Myles Garrett. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not like we go on third down. We got like a serious. I mean, I'm not calling
like
them.
Can't figure it out.
Yeah, that is.
I'm
true.
not calling them, you know, not good, but it's not the defense player of the year either. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying?
It's a bunch of guys that are playing well together, and they've been doing it for a while. For the Raiders, you're right. You have to establish that run and get those guys to move up in the box so you can sit back and run your play actions that you need to do when the time is right. You definitely got to get the ball out quicker. Like I said, that you guys got an offensive line that's essentially learning how to play together, especially with the injuries that you got.
So we're thinking some quick pass game, especially at first, especially in the first.
Yeah, because you got to establish some type of pass pattern, and like I just don't see the Raiders like throwing the ball too deep, and that's not even really because of the Broncos' defense. As the main source, I just think that's how the offense been from what I've seen from, you know, because I did catch a bit of that Carolina game, and then also, you know, obviously I watched the Cleveland game. It seems like you guys don't really run deep routes to begin with. So the quick intermediate routes, screens, slants, hitches, crossing routes, those need to be executed pretty much perfectly.
Well, we use Trey Tucker and this past game, DJ Turner, we did use on some deep routes. Gardner missed DJ Turner on a deep one that might have went for 6.
And I'll tell you something.
Had it been just a little bit shorter of a throw. So they do take shots deep with Tucker. And I'm thinking now it's going to be DJ Turner. They just take them
when it's necessary.
I put it to you like that. Your best bet to win too, and I just thought about this, is you guys need to use your tight ends. Every single tight end on that roster needs to be used. First, second, third, however, because you guys got Harrison Bryant. He's a solid tight end. You got the guy that you guys drafted this year. Was it Brock Bowers?
Bowers, yes.
And then I think y'all still got Michael Myers on the team as well.
Yeah, he's
Michael
hurt,
Mayer.
He's
but
he's
like,
out with a personal something going on, and he
so he could or
he was not there today either. So
so but you guys got two, and Harrison, he's underratedly athletic. So you guys got 2 tight ends against I would say not the best safeties in the league that I don't think can really cover them. So your best bet, especially with DAVANTE Adams might not be playing, is to use your tight ends the best of your abilities.
Yeah, so it looks like, I mean, Bryant is probably going to start, Harrison Bryant. And the guy Schenker is actually going to be backing up Harrison Bryant or Bowers. Like right now, there's only 3 tight ends from that original active
I'll
roster.
be using all 3, and even when you run the ball, use them. They're extra blockers.
We even ran jet sweep to Brock Bowers against Cleveland.
Oh yeah, which was insane work.
So
insane work.
That's what I'm saying. We got to stay creative. We can't get bottled into trying to run the same thing. We have to be versatile, and I believe that Luke Getsy has found the speed on the Raider offense. He knows to be able to get the defense running sideline to sideline. He's got a couple guys that he can do that with. With McAllister, looks like he's going to be out though. But we know Trey Tucker and we know DJ Turner can do that. So, and then now we got Bowers to try to keep him once we soften it up and tenderize it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Then we can put the big fella out there on the jet sweep and be like, hey, tackle this guy. So I feel you though on that. Tyrell, we got to be versatile, man. We got to use everything at our disposal. Everybody that is playing has to play one of their best games. So that means Jacoby, right? Tucker, DJ Turner. We looking for Bowers to step up. We looking for Madison to step up. And then it's going to have to be somebody else too, that maybe we haven't looked at before. Haven't got a chance to see do anything before. Maybe it's going to be your time to shine. Maybe of Amir Abdullah or somebody. But those guys right there, Bowers, Myers, Tucker, Madison.
Agreed.
Lion's share of the duties is going to be on you guys, man. We need big games from you guys. What you got, Dre?
No, I was just going to say also for the Raiders to come in and win this game, whatever outside noise you have, cut it out. You guys are playing. The ones that are playing are the ones that are playing.
Yeah.
Control what you can, not what you can't. Focus on the game.
You know what? I'm gonna let you revisit that towards the end. You can talk about that again. All right. So now, offense. We know we gotta stick with the run. We gotta stay creative, take some deep shots, and a little bit of prayer is gonna be involved. I can't lie. The defense is stout. So Tyrell does have a point about the prayer thing. We got to hope some things go right, man.
But it's okay, Ragu, because they can be beat, though. That's the good thing about this.
Well, here's the good thing. We're about to get to the other side of the ball.
Side, which I have one key on that. Stop Bo Nix from running.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So the book on him. Legs? Go ahead, Tyrell. What you say?
So look, you got, for starters, see, the thing about Bo Nix is he's kind of like don't y'all trip, but I'm talking about playing style as far as comfortability. He's kind of like Mahomes. He likes to roll out. Listen. Mahomes
all right,
is
because
like
you almost broke my headphones with that.
Okay, right. But they're more comfortable outside the pocket. They like to roll out and go outside the pocket.
No, I agree.
That's what I mean by his style is similar to Mahomes. Mahomes, as you know, Mahomes is outside the pocket quarterback. Bo is the exact same way. If you can get some blitz packages where you can keep him inside that pocket, get him nervous and get him throwing them crazy ducks that he loved to throw so much, with the offense that they got, and let's say you get 2 touchdowns, you can win this game.
What I saw, man, he's not quite ready.
No, but that team gets energized when he runs and when he produces.
He's not quite ready, and his defenses kind of sit back and play the underneath stuff, right? They play a little bit deeper zone, and then they rally up and tackle the dink and dunk stuff that he does, because I just didn't see him as a quarterback making throws out there to that second level, man. You know, over the linebackers and in between the DBs. I watched 2 full ball games, man. He might have made 2 throws like that. So everything is check downs and stuff right in front of him. You know, curl, slant, passes right in front of him, check downs to the flats. That's really all he was doing. Then, like Tyrell said, he'll run. If you play coverage and turn your back on him, he'll run. He'll also get in the pistol and run a little read op, and keep it. What happened?
No, my bad. That was I was watching the game.
And he'll run a little read op and keep it out of the pistol too. So yeah, you stop him from running, and just have him keep him throwing that stuff right in front of you. Rally up to it and tackle. Also, they're gonna try to run. Javonte Williams and the kid McLaughlin is the speed guy, number 38. They're gonna try to establish.
They like to run a lot of RPOs. They like to run a lot of RPOs. From what I noticed in the last 2 games I watched from them.
RPO is their fit, bro. With Bo, especially with Bo Nix back there, and the system that he came out of. Like, this is This is his
They
style.
throw a lot of short passes, bro. Yeah. And you just got to be up into the receiver on that and definitely waiting for him, Nix, to run. You might even have to spy him.
Yeah, someone oh no, there is no might. You're gonna have to spy him. Someone
might.
I feel like the
true.
Raiders will have a good plan against Bo Nix. It's just a matter of execution and making the plays, man, when they're right there for you to be made on defense. What I mean by that is
no
tackles. Yes, make the tackles, make the
Wrap
interception.
up.
This guy might throw us one or two.
Pause.
Right? Tyrell mentioned he likes to throw ducks, and I saw that. Saw a few wobblers out there. We also saw some drops. From them. They're not a very talented offensive team, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They just have a defense.
They have made a really good defense, a bunch of no-name guys that play with a chip on their shoulder, and then they got a top flight lockdown corner, maybe the best in the league, which makes things tough. But on offense, they're well coached. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna block you. They're gonna be fundamentally sound. But the quarterback, I feel like, just isn't quite there yet, and we should be able to get enough pressure on him to keep him and that offense under wraps. So I'm feeling like the Raiders can.
They can edge this one up.
This offense down.
Just like you said, though, they got the plan in play. Now it's all about execution now.
If they get 2 touchdowns in the field goal, that's the game.
And also, I forgot to mention, Ragu, the defense also has to not only force a takeaway, but if they can, try to score off of them.
Turnover game, right?
I tell you like this too. Put them away by the middle of the third quarter. You guys need to do that because that's the thing that I noticed about them with New York. New York had them hanging around the entire game. And because of that, they was able to execute a good drive that got them that sudden touchdown, which is like, you got a head coach like Sean Payton. That was one of those
games where a touchdown was going to win. Anybody that could score a TD was going to win because it was a bad weather game. It rained.
It was a bad weather game.
First quarter all the way through to the fourth.
Yeah, the only difference was it lightened up slightly. That was the only difference. But like overall, you can't let this team hang around. You can, even if it's, excuse me, even if it's their will that they think they can win the game, you have to shut that down.
Don't even give them hope.
No.
And it's that defense, though, that keeps them in it.
Yeah, but like Ragu said, Tyrell, though, that defense is what's going to keep them going.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the defense is going to keep them in it. They hope, their plan is this year is
and like I said,
keep teams low scoring.
Yep. And when both start running, start making plays, that defense gets more fired up.
And it's going to be at their place. And I must add, guys aren't necessarily Raider people. The Raiders have beaten the Broncos 8 times in a row.
Yeah, I know that.
So we're going to get a good, hungry Bronco team, man. Yeah.
And also,
they're catching us a little bit injured, as we noted before.
My bad, Tyrell. I was just going to say, to throw it in there, the Raiders, Denver, and Chargers, they're all tied for second place in the AFC West. So a win right here can bump them right back, can bump them to that second place slot.
Mm-hmm. And Sean Payton's one of those coaches where if you got a bad streak, he'll put down the number of days since the last time they won and have that around the entire organization. Speaking of that hunger, give them that constant reminder. So it's going to be a tough, nasty.
So you're saying he'll have like the last time they beat the Raiders?
Oh yeah, he had. It's been plastered all over the organization.
That's gonna
best believe it, because
that's gonna be motivational. That's
because Sean Payton's a motivational coach.
That's good to do. I would do that too.
So I mean, hungry. They're feeling good, especially that Tampa game. I mean, but even winning an ugly weather game in New Jersey against the Jets and everything like that, especially how that game ended, pretty much a chance to end up losing that game and you win that game off that missed field goal. They're feeling it. They're feeling it, and it's gonna be. I'll put it to you like this: This is what we in the AFC North call AFC North football. It's gonna be rough, tough, gritty, nasty, and hard hitting. That's what I think this game is gonna be.
I
It's not
believe
gonna be
that
that
too.
fancy little diamond shooting. Ooh, look at me! I can throw the ball deep. No, this is old school. I think this is gonna be some old school football that we gonna be watching, gentlemen.
I agree, man. I agree. When I was watching the film, I was like, you know what? This is gonna be one of them games, man, where a bunch of hard hitting. It's gonna be one of those the strongest will team is gonna end up winning.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Raiders not playing particularly well on offense on this season. Broncos haven't been playing particularly well on offense this season. So you got two defenses coming in here that's going to be hungry, with Denver at home and lost to the Raiders 8 times in a row. So the fans are going to be going crazy at first. It's going to be a tough environment. We got up to potentially 7 players that start or get significant time are not going to be available. So this is one of those adversity games where AP is taking the guys up there with a total us against the world type attitude. And man, we'll see. It's gonna be tough. Also, the kicking game, which I don't know if Tyrell is still there, but
I'm still here. I'm putting my child to sleep. I'm here.
That's how we beat y'all, Tyrell.
Yeah, because y'all missed that field goal.
Yeah, you guys missed the extra point after the scoop and score, and AJ, Cash Money Carlson nailing his field goals in the first half.
He did.
Okay, and then also the big major part, Tyrell, I feel like, and you can chime in, those booming punts in the fourth quarter.
Yes,
from AJ Cole, bro. Yeah.
What? Let me just say this. I hope. Just excuse me if I keep coughing. I'm getting over a sickness here, but can these broadcast stations bring back the hang time clock that we used to have?
Remember they used to have a clock?
Yeah, they used to have. Yeah,
like Ragu. A little bit about me. I excuse me. I've been watching football since I was 6, paying attention to it. Okay, following it. So I remember the hang time clock. And I swear there were times where that punt was in the air for 5 seconds, and they were getting down and pinning us in the 20-yard line. I mean, though you guys got,
I believe anything over 4 is considered good.
Excellent. Yes.
Yeah.
So they were getting close to I think the one I did time in the 4th, it was 4.7 seconds in the air.
I absolutely timed one longer than 4 seconds.
Oldest, when I said, I instantly got out of my seat and said, "What a punt!" And my 8-year-old looked at me and went, "What are you talking about?" Like, he kicked the ball in there. I said, "You don't get it, son."
Yeah.
Because they don't have the hang time clock.
Is that the one that went out of bounds too? On the right side?
I believe so. Yeah. I want to say, I mean.
That was like a golf shot.
I don't get out of my chair for a punt that goes out of bounds. I got out of my chair and was astonished.
That's the real football guy right there. Because you know that you recognize the importance at the time of that.
Yeah,
it is extremely
fantastic
important.
punt. Yeah.
Well, you got to realize,
and the Browns weren't doing too bad with it neither. But I mean, it wasn't no Raider. I don't even know the dude's name. It wasn't him.
Yeah, his name's AJ Cole.
I think he's the Aaron Donald of punters. Okay.
Oh, that's great. That's a great. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The Aaron Donald of punters. Yeah, AJ Cole, man, he is all pro. He is perennially all pro.
Yes.
But it wasn't just that. It wasn't just, one punt. I mean, throughout the game, he was making like the Raiders would be in their own territory, and you're thinking, they'll get it back maybe midfield, but he ends up booting that thing to like the 10-yard line. I'm like, man.
No, I'm very curious what his net punt yards were. Like, I'm actually about to go look it up.
In the 4th, I think 0. Honestly, in the 4th, it was 0 because he had a no, the guy ran it back. The guy ran back because remember he said he had to run 20 yards back to get it. And then he really only ran the yards that he ran back to get the ball. He didn't, he didn't advance it really. So
he had
maybe 14 yards or so.
Yeah, something like that. So Cole had 4 punts, 232 yards.
Ooh, wee.
Wait,
Seriously.
How many yards?
So he punted 232 yards.
Damn.
Gardner Minshew only threw for 130 yards. He had 2 lasts inside the 20. His longest punt was 67 yards.
Yikes, man.
Oh,
232
that guy won the game
yards
for us, man. He won the game.
232 yards.
And Ragu, I'm glad you said that. Oh, my bad, Tyro. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Because
I was just gonna say, I'm glad you brought that up and said the importance of punting. Because, granted, like you said, to some people it might just be kicking the ball into the air, but you don't realize when you could pin your opponent deep in their own territory, it makes it hard for them to drive the field.
Bro, we weren't doing anything with the ball offensively in the fourth quarter against Cleveland, bro. We were asking them to come back and beat us. Yes. We were begging for it.
But your punter said not on my.
And AJ, AJ was like, "Nah, bro.
Right.
If you're gonna win, you got to drive 90 yards to do it."
Net punt yard return. His net punt yards. 202. We only returned it for 30 yards.
30 total yards on 4 punts.
30 total yards on punt return. So his net is 202 punt yards.
Yo, NFL, bring it back.
So that's over 50, which is that never happens. It's
That
always
used to be in the video
40s.
game too, Tyrell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we used to bring the hang time.
No, the air time on them kicks. He's right. Because that's an important stat. I don't know why they stopped doing it. Why would they?
No, because
the ball when AJ Cole kicks it. I was just gonna say when AJ Cole kicks it, bro. Even my dad said he was like, "Did he kick the ball yet? Where'd it go?"
No,
it's like they almost wanted to stop embarrassing kickers or something, man.
No, there's no point in the hang time play. It's absolutely fucking stupid.
Yeah,
no, it is important.
You know the era we're in, man. You don't want to harm anybody's feelings when they don't get the high hang time on the kicks.
Yeah.
You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. You feel me?
You guys are grown ass men.
Yeah, bro.
You got Ragu. They're grown ass men. They should not be complaining over a net.
Safe space.
Bring back the doggone hang time on the punts, NFL. Roger, you hear us? You follow from burners.
Watch college do it first.
When you open your burner phone and you see this, man, bring back the kick clock. We want to see it.
Yes.
Y'all don't understand how important that is.
Final thoughts on the Raider game. Dre, you were saying about cue up that what you were talking about. If they not in the locker room,
don't worry about it. Yeah. You know what? Control what you can, not what you can't. I know they got a lot going on with the DA situation, but unfortunately, that's something you need to worry about, outside of the facility. Right now, the players that are playing need to focus on what's ahead of them this Sunday.
Man, that's it, bro.
DA, you're a good player. I'm not saying that, but right now, all this is nothing but distraction, and the Raiders do not need distraction, especially against a defense like this.
If you with us, you with us. If you're not, you're against us. That's it. That's it with me. Period. You know what I mean? I don't care.
There's no in between.
How much money you make. I don't care what you did in the league before you got to the Raiders. I don't care about any of that, bro. I only care about the Raiders. So, I'm with you, Dre. I don't even want to address
control what you can.
All the stuff with number 17 and the coach and all that went on. Stuff was handled, could have been handled different, but it wasn't. And so what that it wasn't? And if you don't want to be here, that's all I'm saying. We gonna deal with the people that want to be here. We gonna take the people that want to be here up to Denver and whoop their ass. Pause. It's just a little bit of adversity, just like we faced against Cleveland. No Max, no DAVANTE. People thought we were gonna lose that game, and what happened? We won.
Yeah.
If you just would have waited just a little bit longer, I would have told you the game would have went exactly just like that.
But I'm with you on that, Dre. If you with us, you with us. If you're not, you against us. And we just gonna concentrate on the people that's with us, and we're gonna take those folks up to Denver to get this victory.
And right now it's all about the thing you need to be worried about is the task at hand, which is your game against Denver.
Yes, sir.
Because at the end of the day, it's business and you're trying to win.
All right, so that brings us to that point in the preview shows where I need prediction score. Shout out to Vance Joseph, man. Brother got the defense playing well over there in Denver. I meant to mention him during the podcast. You know, screw Denver. We hate Denver, but we like to give good coaches recognition, and he's really got that no-name defensive unit over there in the Denver playing well.
Shoot, shout out for him for going back to Denver. You know, that's some real man stuff to like be once the head coach there to now being the defensive coordinator.
True indeed.
You know, that's
true indeed.
You got to give that man some credit for that. So I know
they had to give him some money too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not about to come back here. Y'all not about to give me no money.
All right, man. The spread is Denver minus 2.5. Over and under 35 and a half.
Damn.
But, they're gonna change that. They're gonna change that. Best believe.
Point spread notwithstanding, do we have a or you know, you can use a point spread if you want, but here on the Raider Ragu / They Follow from Burner show, we need a winner and a score. What you got? Where the hell is my pen? I gotta write it down.
I'm changing diaper of a 8-month-old that trying to stay asleep.
Do you think, Dad?
So for this
Raider, salute you.
So for this Raider game specifically, I'm honest. I'm taking the Raiders on this to get the win. I just feel like with everything they got going on, they're just gonna come in and they're going pause and they're gonna play football, good football, penalty-free football, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, Dre, I hear all that, brother. But you know what we need.
I'm gonna take them 2017.
2017 for Dre.
Just don't get Bo Nix get going.
So that's and that would go over the number to the number's 35 and a half. Tyrell busy. Okay, so I will go. Listen, I just watched the game, and I know that it was ugly because of the weather. I watched the Steeler game before that. We need to find a way to get into the end zone against these guys a couple times. But I'm thinking man, a hard fought 23-22.
Okay.
Victory. And continue the 9-game winning streak against the Donks. Tyrell, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here.
You got a score?
All right. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with a bold prediction here. 17 Raiders. 17 Broncos. I think this might end in a tie. If the Vegas is saying that it's 2.5,
hey,
it might end in a tie.
This is not far-fetched, though. It's not.
It's not.
It's crazy that you are bold enough to say this. It could get this ugly.
It could.
It could.
And I'm actually being generous with the points here.
It could be more. It could be like 13-13. No,
yeah, between a stout defense and a solid defense and 2 bad offenses. Yeah. I mean, because the Raiders defense is gonna look like world beaters against that offense. So
you're not far. This is not far fetched, even though it sounds crazy. But I flirted with 23-23. That's a trip that you said that, bro. I flirted
right
with
after
saying
you said it.
23-23, man. But I'm like, no, I ain't gonna do that. But okay, you know, that stays under the number. right?
Yep.
So, dude, that shit can fuck around and happen, bro.
Yeah. That's
You
gonna be
know,
a problem
obviously,
later
I
on.
hope not. I hope the Raiders win the game. I expect them to, but this is not far off. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for pulling up for the Raiders. We got our predictions in. Shout out to our brother Isaiah. We had to pick him up. He needed time off. He'll be back on Tuesday, though, to recap this game with me. I'm sure he will be. That's our goal anyway. We'll talk to you guys then. But to Tyrell and Dre, thanks for pulling up.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And like
Absolutely.
we always say, just win, baby, and peace.